All right, this is question number 1 on your practical problems remediation. The temperature in Wintergreen Resort in Virginia fell from 13.5 degrees Celsius to negative 4.6 degrees Celsius. What is the difference between the two temperatures? So one way to think about this is, number 1, the keyword is difference, so you should be subtracting. So you would type in your calculator 13.5 minus the number, which is negative 4.6. So if you type that in your calculator, you have 13.5 minus, let me get on my calculator, 13.5 minus negative 4.6. And the answer is 18.1. So another way to think about this is think about a number line. So you know that 0 is going to be right here. So from here to here is 13.5. And if you count from 0 to 4.6, that's 4.6 more. So you can think about total distance from this number down to this number is 13.5 and 4.6. So that gives you a total of 18.1 degrees Celsius. All right, question number 2. It said, type your answer in the box below. Do not include the $sign symbol. On Monday, the ABC company stock was at $12.80. So that's our starting point. On Tuesday, it gained, so I know that means I'm going to add on 4.2. And then it says, and then lost, so that means I'm going to subtract $9.70 on Wednesday. Then it says, what is the new price per share? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter all this information into my calculator. So we started off with 12.80. Then we added $3.42. And then we subtracted $9.70. So you end up with a total of $6.52. All right, this is question number 13. It says a submarine was 20 feet below the surface of the water. So when you read below, you know this is going to be a negative number. So we're starting at negative 20 feet. Then the submarine descended. So that means it's going to go down. So I'm just going to subtract 32.5 feet. So 32.5. Then it says, then the submarine ascended. So that means they're going to go up. So we're going to add 40 feet to that. Now it says, what is the depth of the submarine in the water? So we're going to do all of these numbers here in our calculator. So we have negative 20 minus 32.5 because they descended. And then we're going to add 40 because it says that the submarine then went up. So I get an answer of negative 12.5. I know negative means below the surface. So when I read these, I know that 92.5 makes no sense, 52.5 makes no sense. This is 12 feet below the surface, but I needed to say 12.5. So this is incorrect. 12.5 feet below the surface of the water. The answer is B. All right, question number 16. John ran 6.5 miles. So I would write John equals 6.5 because I know 1/2 is 0.5. Ben ran half the distance that John ran. Well, John ran 6.5 and half means I'm going to divide it by 2. So Ben, I need to take 6.5 and divide it by 2, and let's see what I get. We get 3.25. So far we have 6.5 and 3.25. And then Sarah ran a total of 4.75 miles. So Sarah, and the question says, what was the total distance combined of all three runners? So we need to take all three numbers and just add them up. And we get 14.5. So the answer is C. All right, this is question number 17. Julie had 3½ cups of flour. A brownie recipe called for 1 1/3 cups of flour. If Julie made one batch of brownies, how many more batches could she make? So she has 3 1/3 cups and one batch. Batch equals 1 1/3. So I have to figure out how much can she make based on having this much in her pantry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out how many 1 1/3 are there in 3 1/3. So that means I'm going to take 3 1/3 and I'm just going to divide it by 1 1/3. So the good thing about Desmos is you can type all of this directly into your calculator. So we have 3 1/3. Whoops. So this is where I want to highlight this and then hit divide. So it divides the whole thing. Divided by 1 and 1 divided by 3. So she can make a total of 2.5. But the question says, if she made one batch of brownies, how many more can she make? So we need to take away that one batch that she already made. So 2.5 minus 1 is 1.5. So she can make 1½ more batches because she already made one.